Today on Budget Build Garage, we put gaskets on these things.
Yeah, actually these are the ones I have on my Pontiac, and they seal really well, especially if you have a cheap pair of headers. It's like, when you get a cheap header, the flange kind of, the way the tubes weld into them and everything, you get the bead on them, and they don't really sink in right. You need a thicker gasket usually to take up that space.
Sweet.
Yeah, people used to run 2 gaskets and make them thicker. And appreciate it. I just couldn't stand the yellow valve covers anymore. All I did was scuff them really quick. Well, I cleaned them off, you know, because they were kind of greasy and gross. Scuffed them and painted them with some high heat black. I don't know, I think it was satin. I had it lying around. But you can do that. They make them look a lot better. And then since it's finned and the fins are raised, you can just hit it with the sander really quick and it'll give it that cool, you know, metal top look. I'll do that right now. You'll see what I'm talking about. I already did the other side, but we're gonna do this side really quick. Alright, that's good enough. I'm not going for perfection. I just didn't want to see all that yellow. I'll tape that and spray that really quick later. But to be honest, no, I'm gonna leave it like that.
Classic move.
Yeah, right? But cool, it's got that classic Mickey Thompson look. And you can write something right here, like, you know, I love cheesecake. Something cool. I think we'll go with Budget Build Garage, but, you know, cheesecake is equally delicious. Yeah, so that's it for that. We do have gaskets. This one is from Summit Racing. I bought it because, truthfully, it's my favorite style gasket. It's rubber with the steel core, so rubber, steel core rubber. It's really cool. I like these. They're reusable. You can take them off, put them on a couple times. You don't have to worry about over tightening as much as like a cork gasket or just a regular rubber gasket. And again, they were like 12 bucks, and I've never used these ones before, and I was a little skeptical at $12. So, I mean, I guess like holding it looks pretty good. The reviews were kind of mixed. I figured it'd be fine. And I really wanted to try them because normally they're like 50, and if I can spend 12, I'd much rather do that. So that's what we did as far as fitment. I mean, it looks fine. The holes line up. I'm going to toss it on and hope it doesn't leak anymore.
We just built the car around Nick.
Yes, I am standing in the car. There's no wheel on it. There's no wheel well. This is what makes race cars easy. That and my light breakfast, so I can fit. Awesome. Here, look, here's the old gasket. Super wonderful. It's all dried out and crispy. Thank you. I like these because they hold their form pretty well too. That's awesome. Now, can you hang on the valve cover? Look at that with the very best $6 can of spray paint. Overwatch or something? Is that Julie? Oh, she's fucking pissed.
Call from 1-0000000. Hello.
So on records have shown.
Hello, who's this? Oh, it's I'm good. Wait, who am I speaking to?
Oh, good.
He's like, Grandpa, how are you? And I was like, oh, I don't recognize the voice.
Do you have any grandchildren? I think it's safe to say that wasn't for you.
Usually my grandfather doesn't call from a 1 million number. A 1000000 number. Usually it comes up as Grandpa Jim.
But your grandpa died.
That's the other grandpa.
You have 2 grandpas? Alright, that was easy enough. Let's do some fucking header gaskets now. Pull the header off. I want to hold the camera while you do that because I don't want to do it.
Alright. So, there's that.
So those are just completely loose? You just did that with your fingers?
Yeah. Could have been part of the problem.
Yeah, man, this one has a crazy exhaust leak.
Does that not fit there?
Probably not.
No, it does.
Well, the wrench is the right size. It's just whether or not the box fits on it.
This is all pretty finger tight.
Is there even a gasket between the two pipes?
Yeah, there's a... No.
I'm like, yeah, there's a... No.
Never mind, I'm wrong. I just assumed.
Yeah.
Never assume
It's
on
a
the
good
El
thing we
Camino.
bought some. Yeah,
Never assume.
I think you can assume it's just going to be wrong, is what you can assume. See if you
Yeah,
can
it's
pull
just-
them away and bring it down. You might have to loosen up the header first.
Yeah. Cool.
That'll work, I guess. That's
What do you mean, I guess?
Nothing you did, really just how shitty this is. Yeah, man, it's way better in there.
Pop that. Spark plug. Okay. Oops. Lefty loosey. That's right. Knew this.
These bolts are just the worst. I'm always positive half of them are going to snap every time I take them off. They've been sitting forever.
God damn. All right, so
There's no way that's coming out of there, by the way. Just gotta go up and over the dipstick.
yeah, I see that.
And then we didn't take out the spark plugs or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just leave it in there.
All right.
We'll be able to fit the gasket in. It'll be fine. I pulled the other one out, so.
Okay.
It's.
All right, we good.
Yeah, I believe in you.
Whew. Sad.
Alright, so these are off the El Camino. They had a pretty awesome exhaust leak. This is one of the main reasons why. Here's a gasket. Here's another gasket. You shouldn't be using two gaskets. A lot of people used to back in the day. When you order a cheap set of headers, like this flange isn't flat. You can see where the weld is, and they do grind it down a bit, but it is still there. So this isn't flat. They would use these kind of like thinner gaskets in order to make up for the extra room, put a second one on there to kind of form around it, but really it ended up just leaking more most of the time. So when you get new gaskets, you can get a new one like this, which is nice and thin. If you got a really nice set of headers with a real nice flat flange on there, you can use that. If you got a set of iffy headers, you can use something like this. These are from Remflex. You can pretty much everyone makes this style, but they're a lot thicker. They're made to take up that extra room. You can see how much thicker that one is compared to that one. So as you tighten it up, it forms around it and makes a better seal. So if you got an iffy, cheapy header, or entry-level header, or however you'd like to say it, you might want to look into something like that. And then, if you really want to, you can use some sort of like sealant, like an RTV. If you're going to use one, hold on, I gotta go somewhere. I like the Ultra Copper for anything I'm using a lot of heat on. It's eye temp. The only thing with this one is I think it's got a cure time of like 24 hours, which kind of sucks. So if you're going to do it, you can't just put them on and throw it on and expect it to work, because it won't. But yeah, we'll probably use a bit of that, because this thing, like I said, had a really bad exhaust leak. So, cool. All right, let's get to that. Also, while you're here, you may want to, if you're going to use a sealant, you may want to clean that up with just like pretty much anything, like a Scotch pad or sandpaper or a sander really quick. This one is like much flatter. I have a feeling he grinded that down a bit. And I'm wondering if we should do it to the other ones. But to be honest, I really don't think it's worth it, because I don't know if we'll have these headers on there forever. That's the only place they're welded in. If they were welded in and recessed a bit better, I'd probably do it, but these headers suck. So yeah, we'll use this thicker gasket. It should be fine. And I'll put a bit of sealant on either side. Not a whole lot, just enough. But also make sure that these don't block the ports, especially on the block. Make sure if you come over here, it's easier to see on this side. Make sure the face completely goes around the port, so you're not blocking any of it. Otherwise, you're going to be restricting some flow. This one has actually, plenty built for. Probably a much better head than this on this. So that's good. Cool. Let's do this one. So this says on the back, torque to 20 foot-pounds. You should listen to that. Putting that out there. If they give you a torque spec, use it. Cool. That's it. Longer bolts aren't necessary. Do not use sealers, silicone, or other sealers. Cannot withstand the same temperature of this gasket. Hey, it says not to use it. Cool, let's not use it, because then it's a pain in the ass to try and get it in there with it on there, and it's just like, fuck it, let's not use it. Cool. That makes one step easier.
There you go.
Alright. Where's the...
God damn spark plugs. Alright, cool.
Alright. Hold that for a second.
I've been in far worse positions.
Yeah, let me reach over you. Alright, hold it just like that. Perfect. Alright, see if you can get that back on there. Remember when we had a camera girl?
It was a lot easier.
I feel like we didn't know how good we had it.
Yeah, we really fucked that up.
I know. So this would be like a montage of us all crying. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. We miss our camera girl.
Autofocus sucks.
Her autofocus sucks. That was only one of us in it at a time.
Alright, so Nick's getting the headers reinstalled. We got the gaskets on there, hopefully securely enough. And we're going to fire it up for you guys so you guys can hear what it sounds like without the
Awful exhaust.
awful exhaust on there.
Some open header. Open headers always makes me feel good. Like that's what my life is supposed to be. Just loud and mean and maybe a little sexy. Alright, so I think it's tight enough. I can't get like a torque wrench on there or anything, so I'm using feeling.
Feeling.
It feels tight. I'd rather have it slightly under than over tightened because I can just tighten it up more if I still feel like it is still hear an exhaust leak. So I think it'll be okay.
I think it'll be okay too.
And we won't be able to hear it right now when I turn it on open header and it's all lovely and happy. We'll be able to hear it once we put the exhaust back on. Problem is the exhaust is full of holes, so it's hard to tell where it's coming from, but we'll make it work. Hasn't been started in a while.
That sounds so much better.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, that's pretty loud.
That's how we should have drove the Pontiac to fucking Arizona. Like, we're gonna put these things on right now, and it's like a complete waste because the fucking exhaust sucks anyways, and it's like we're gonna have that on there for like maybe another month or so until we put the transmission in. It's like
What are
almost
we
like a
putting on?
waste. Oh, these gaskets. No, the collector gaskets to go between the header and the actual exhaust itself, but our exhaust sucks, And I wish we owned a welder currently, and I would just pull it off and make us something really quick. But at the moment we don't. So let's put these in and call it a day. And then, oh, by the way, we never bled the brakes after we did the thing. We need more hours in the garage. I feel like there's just never enough time to do everything.
All right, Nick's crying about the exhaust not fitting, so.
It's not that the exhaust doesn't fit. It's that it needs to be swung back. And there's no like swing on this thing because they just hard mounted it directly to the body by drilling a hole into the body. So yeah, I guess I am crying about the exhaust. This is fucking retarded. And like I learned to expect some dumb stuff from whoever built this car originally, but like, damn, sometimes it's just like, what was this guy fucking thinking? Like right here, it's just bolted to the body. Like, it doesn't have, it doesn't have a bushing or like anything at all. It's not hanging. It is literally bolted to it, and it's just like, what the fuck was this guy thinking? Like, how much crack was fucking smoked when he did this? And so, it's got this little sleeve right here that we, I'm assuming he had to insert it when he put the header on, and we didn't want to do that because we wanted to make sure the header was on straight and everything before we put the exhaust on, because that's probably why it had such a bad leak, because he probably slipped it on and then forced the bolts in, and it probably wasn't ever sealed properly. So, you know, we're like, it needs to be able to move back, so I need to unbolt the whole thing and then rebolt the whole thing.
God damn it.
Or we just throw the whole thing away and run an open header, which is what I vote. Like, watch Nick struggle with exhaust he hates. Will he kill himself on this episode?
We gotta come up with more clickbait titles.
What?
We gotta come up with some more clickbait titles.
Yeah, dude. Camera girl Julie's fucking socks Taylor in his fucking face.
Yeah, but that would actually have to happen.
That's true.
Which,
Actually, if you want to see camera girl Julie sock Taylor in the face, like and subscribe. And I'll make it happen. I promise. I'll be that guy. I'll be like, yeah. Sorry, Taylor. It's for the good of the show. Oh, well, that fell on me.
well, that's karma.
I know.
Alright, maybe I could help you.
Nah. Now it's like, if you help me, I'll never learn.
That is true.
Yeah, maybe. I have thought with it enough that, like, at this point it should go together, so there's that. Oh, hey, there's this other bolt. God damn, I hate this exhaust and this car. I love this car, I hate the exhaust. I hate a lot of other things about it too. And we are slowly but surely, like, fixing them all. Also, 2 gears is not enough gears, so that, even if this transmission is good, we're still gonna ditch it. It's just gonna buy us some time to let us buy some other parts instead.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty positive it's bad. I fucking hate this car's exhaust. That's awesome. That's not fucking annoying at all. Okay. Especially like when it falls on you, you're like, yay!
Alrighty, so we've got the car running. We're gonna go ahead and try to do some awesome burnouts. We're also checking to see if the transmission is completely shot. The radiator was kind of adjusted, so it might have been like a transmission leak issue, but we're gonna find out. Hopefully we don't have to spend $1,500 on a transmission, but we're about to find out. So let's go do some burnouts!
Fucking line lock's badass, huh?
Yup. Yup.
Yep, we lost the trans.
Yeah, we're done. We're just coasting. At least that's on camera.
Oh, there it goes. No.
No.
Wiggle it. Make it wiggle.
You gotta wiggle it.
Wiggle it. That always works.
No, we're done.
Fuck. We can be pushing this home, boys.
Yeah, right. That was second gear. I think it just downshifted to first. Alright, so first gear is good. Not, there it goes. It's down. Oh, god damn it. Like in the next, 2 months, I want to be road tripping this now.
Alright, guys. That's it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, should I just straight into it like that or what? That's it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of our videos, hit subscribe. We have a lot of videos on the El Camino. Definitely check out all our project videos. Check out Nick's Pontiac video. We've got a bunch of tech tips if you want to see those. And if you got any comments, leave them in the comments box below, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
Alright, cool.